people want to make it to Disney World before they die, but these locations are so amazing, they make Disney look like child's play. Literally. You won't believe number 3 on this list. Welcome back to the worst. This is the top 10 hidden places to go visit in the world. Number 10. Historical Sintra, Portugal. This little place is hidden near the historic part of Sintra, Portugal. It is considered one of the principal tourist attractions of Sintra. With its romantic palace, a cute chapel, lakes, grottoes, and countless parks and wildlife, this is such a beautiful destination to visit. Number 9. The Palace of Monte Rio, the Millionaire. This palace is located inside of Sintra as well. It is such a gorgeous place though, I felt like it deserved its own spot on this list. The creator of this estate was Antonio Monteiro, and as the name of the palace suggests, he was in fact a millionaire. This 5-floor utopia has everything you can imagine for a palace to have. It's filled with long hallways, high ceilings, balconies, and gargoyles. It has an overall Gothic facade to it, and typically people spend 2 hours touring the grounds. The entire estate has hidden tunnels underground and throughout the gardens out back. I can only imagine that in its day, this was a true marvel to behold. Number 8. Initiation Wells. These wells spiral down deep into the earth. The wells were never intended or ever used for water collection though. Instead, they were believed to be used for secret initiation rites for the practitioners of the tarot. But no one knows for sure. The first well is 88 feet deep, with a spiral staircase with many tiny landings thrown in here and there. The other well is called the Unfinished Well. It has a straight staircase that connects to many ring-shaped floors. Both wells are super damp, and moss has taken over everywhere. There is a very eerie feeling as you descend into either well, and the further you go down, you become engulfed into darkness. And when you look toward the sky from the bottom, you get a feeling that you're stuck in hell looking up to heaven. Number 7. Paro Taksang. This is a Himalayan Buddhist monastery that is a very sacred site located in the actual cliffside of the Upper Paro Valley in Bhutan. This temple was built in 1692, and its name means Tiger Lair. It is believed that the guru Rinpoche flew to this location on the back of a tigress, and this location was consecrated to tame the tiger demon. To get to this majestic place, you must hike up switchback trails for 2 hours. The buildings of the monastery consist of 4 main temples that rocks on the side of the cliff have adapted to. The temples themselves look so scary looking, perched on the side of the cliff, that it is said to cling to the side of a mountain like a gecko. The monks who live here stay at least 3 years at one time, and they never leave to go to the town. Number 6. Huacachina. This is known as the Oasis of America. Located in southwestern Peru, this place is built around a small oasis surrounding sand dunes. It has only 100 permanent residents, but it is visited by tens of thousands of tourists each year. It surrounds a natural lake in the middle of the desert. This is the location you would go to if you love to do sports such as sandboarding and racing dune buggies called Arineros. P.S. I know I said this wrong. Local legends say that the mud and the water surrounding this area have healing powers, and locals and tourists alike will bathe and often cover themselves from head to toe with the mud to cure issues like arthritis, rheumatism, asthma, and even bronchitis. The locals say that the lake was created by a beautiful native princess who, while naked, was bathing and looking at herself in a mirror. When she saw a hunter who was approaching her from behind, she dropped the mirror while fleeing, and from the broken mirror, the lake was created. It is even said that the princess is still there and lives in the lake as a mermaid. Number 5. Ai Petrie. This is a mountain in Crimea and is famous for being the windiest and foggiest place in the Ukraine. Winds get up to an insane 100 miles per hour and is blowing 125 days of the year. The views up on top of this peak is breathtaking though. The best part of this place is the amazing cross that is at the very top of the peak. You can get to the cross by doing a long hike to the top of the peak and then crossing a pair of wooden slate cable bridges that go across this insanely scary void of clouds. If you are afraid of heights, do not, and I repeat, do not go here. Number 4, Blagai. This is known as Bosnia's most beautiful monastery under a cliff. This monastery is 600 years old and was first founded during the height of the Ottoman Empire. When you come here, you start your journey on a boat ride to the mouth of a cave. The water here is so pure you can drink it straight from the boat. It is said that it tastes better than any bottled water that you will find. Then you can enter the monastery, but only if you cover up and take off your shoes. This is a very touristy place, but it is still a very holy location that holds services every single day. Number 3, the Stairway to Heaven. This staircase has 3,922 stairs that lead up to an insane looking mountain ridge. I mean hate stairs, so this would be hell for me. But these stairs definitely look better than the stairs at the gym. The stairs climb this mountain in a very vertical incline with nothing but a small insignificant handrail to keep you safe. The stairs were built by the U.S. Navy as a top-secret facility for sending messages to ships in the Pacific Ocean. The stairs were closed off to the public in 1987 when they were deemed unsafe. I wonder why. Now the government was going to work on the stairs and reopen them back in 2002, but the residents put a stop to that with the massive complaints about safety, and the stairs have been closed ever since. Now, if you are a thrill seeker and you're looking for an adventure, you can always do what many tourists have done and sneak past the guard on duty and hike the stairs. I know for a fact I will do this before I die. Number 2, largest natural lake in Iceland. This is in the middle of an area that is fuming with volcanic activity that goes through Iceland. It is straddling 2 continents right in the junction of the American and Eurasian tectonic plates. It is the largest natural lake in Iceland and is famously known for its Arctic char and its beautiful waters for diving. The water is crystal clear and the lake has many grottoes, cracks, and cave-like areas to explore. Even though there is an active volcano right by it, vegetation grows everywhere here, so much that a third of the bottom of the lake is completely covered by algae and more than 150 different species of plants. Another reason to come visit this area is the strange food you won't find anywhere else. For example, rotten shark. That's right, people, rotten shark. The Greenland shark must literally be hung up to rot for at least 4 months because if you eat this shark fresh, it is deadly poisonous. That isn't the only odd food you'll find here. There is also ram testicles. The testicles are pressed into blocks, boiled and cured in lactic acid. And if that didn't sound appetizing, there is always boiled sheep heads. They are also cured in lactic acid. Can you say gross or bon appetit? It's your choice. Remember to hit the like and subscribe, as well as this little bitty bell thingy right here to get notified when new videos are released. Number 1, Bishop Castle. This is the flat image of a man cave on steroids. This was created by Jim Bishop. He bought the land back in 1969 for only $450 in Colorado when he was 15 years old. It started out as a very cute cottage and turned into a bona fide castle. Today it is a tourist attraction where you can go see one man's geeky Dungeons and Dragons castle. The only downside to this, Mr. Bishop is an extremely vocal man who often goes on rants and raves about politics and religion. So if that doesn't bother you, go check this out. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, check out one of these as well.